Hey everybody, on this video we're going to show you how to install with proper connections this ultra quiet dishwasher. This is the Samsung DW80R9950UG. We're going to show you how to connect the connector hose, the water line, what type of hoses you can use, and what kind maybe you shouldn't. And we're going to explain the different operation modes of this beautiful dishwasher. Under options, you got your speed booster, high temperature wash, you got your sanitize, and then you got your smart control. You got your auto, normal, heavy, delicates. You got your express, you got your rinse only, and then you got your self clean. You can, of course, control this with smart things. This is the app. Stay tuned for the whole video. So we picked up this beautiful Samsung 22 dishwasher. Now this one is a black finish, kind of like a stainless steel. You can kind of see little streaks here if you look really closely. Estimated yearly cost $31. This is Canadian, by the way. This is 38 decibels, which is one of the quietest dishwashers you can absolutely find. I'm talking right now at 70. All right, so we are about 25 minutes into the cycle and we are on a heavy low. So now I want to show you guys how quiet this dishwasher is. So we're going to turn this on and like you can hear there's something happening, but it's like a very quiet humming. It's crazy. The only time you really hear anything happening is when the water gets distributed back into the sink, right when it's draining. This is the sound deadening underneath. So that black stuff that you see there, that is actually the sound deadening material, and that is also stuff that you actually put into cars if you want to sound deaden the interior of the vehicle. This is just another insulation, I guess, so it doesn't get scuffed up. Insulation on the back. They provided us with a hose. I like the way that there's a Velcro in here. Small little touch. Your opening must be 24 inches from here to here. From the floor to the top, you must have at least 34 1/8 to 35 1/3, because there are legs that you can adjust at the very bottom. All right, so once you have your dishwasher all ready to be installed, the first thing you want to do is you want to open this up, and the manual is going to be inside, and all the styrofoam and everything is going to be in there, but don't take everything out quite yet. Let's go and tilt this on its back, and we're going to access the electrical panel. Make sure you don't grab here. You only want to grab here. Okay, this is the water inlet. So we're just going to gently put this down, and it's very light. Now they did give us this cover if you have too much space at the very bottom. Want to access the electrical panel, which is under this rubber right over here. There's a screw that we want to remove. All right, let's take this off. You're going to find 3 wires, just like hooking up a fixture, a light fixture. So you got your white, which is your neutral, green is your ground, and then black, this is your actual line in. Dishwashers do not come with an electrical cable, so you're gonna have to get your own 5 feet 14 gauge cable. You want to remove the cover and hook it up to the dishwasher, and then the other end you want to connect it to the outlet itself. This is the old cable. This is 110 volt. So all we really need to do is connect 3 to 3, put the screw caps on, put the box back on. The cable is essentially gonna go like this. There's these little plastic clips in here, so it's not going to drag on the ground, which is nice and convenient. And then this, we're going to go and connect to the actual box. All right, so we're just going to make sure that there is no power coming in here. We're not going to get electrocuted. You connect the black to black, white to white, and then the green to the copper wire. Push that in. We're going to turn that on. You can see that it all works. This one is our drain hose. Let's take this, and we already have a hole there, so we're just gonna lead this right through. You want to make sure that this is a little high and elevated. So these are the clamps. Make sure that the loop is big enough to go over. We go all the way in, and then we start tightening it up. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3 clamps. Now it's time to hook up the water line to the back of the dishwasher. There are 2 ways to do it. One with an all-in-one water to dishwasher. The second option is to buy a 90-degree fitting and then connect your existing water lines to it. We're going to show you both ways right now. This is the 90-inch elbow for dishwasher, 3/4 inch hose by 3/8. If connector hoses are that way, you want to position this way. If it's the other way, then you want to do it this way. You do not want to have too many kinks. You don't need Teflon, by the way. There is a O-ring in there as well. So you just want to do this by hand And you can see that you can move this any way you want. So just tighten this as little as you can. There. We are gonna want to get some vice grips just to do a nice little tight finish a little bit, but remember it's plastic, so you do not want to go too hard. Right? Okay, I think we're good. So this is your Teflon tape. It's a very thin sort of tape that just creates an extra barrier for water not to get through on the thread. So we're going to take this and just wrap it around right over there. We take this end and then we just simply have to gently tighten this whole thing up afterwards. And now we're going to connect this 1/2-inch connector to the connector goes. Turn on the water, open this up. I think this is on. Let's go turn the water on and make sure there's no leaks.
The second way, in my opinion, a better way, is just to do an all-in-one, going right from the water line into your dishwasher.
This one is 60 inches and it's called the Flexible Connector 3/4 inch hose by 3/8 OD compression fitting. So let's go and screw this in. When you do screw this on, you don't really need vice grips or anything because it's plastic. There's a O-ring and this does maneuver after you screw it in too, so you're pretty good on that side. Alright, let's reconnect the water line. Make sure you put Teflon tape on the thread and then just tighten it up all the way. Alright, let's turn the water on all the way. You want to turn this on and run it maybe 2-3 times just to make sure that there's no water leakage anyway. Just you open this up like that, put that in. This slides down. We don't have any liquid, so I'm going to leave that. Alright, so we're going to go click sanitize, auto, and then we press start. So you can see right here, this is filling up. So again, we're looking for leaks right over here. And we're also looking for leaks right over here. So we're going to take a paper towel, just wrap it around right over here. And we're going to take this and we're going to wrap it around over here. And we're going to leave this for about a day. Run it maybe 3 times and see how it handles. It is really quiet. Alright, so we are about 25 minutes into the cycle and we are on a heavy loss. Now I want to show you guys how quiet this dishwasher is. So we're going to turn this on and like you can hear there's something happening, but it's like a very quiet humming. It's crazy. The only time you really hear anything happening is when the water gets distributed back into the sink, right when it's draining. So absolutely whisper quiet. Couldn't be more happy with this dishwasher. So on the front here, you get your power. Just press it. It's a flush panel. There's no haptic feedback. So you got your lower rack. There's a zone booster so that you can press here and here. And over here, you're going to see that it changes how long. See, it keeps adding or subtracting, so it tells you how long this is going to be on. Under options, you got your speed booster, high temperature wash, you got your sanitize, and then you got your smart control. That's like app, I guess. You got your auto, normal, heavy, delicate. You got your express, you got your rinse only, and then you got your self clean to clean the inside, which I recommend doing every couple of seconds. Now you can press and hold for 3 seconds to lock any of these. And then once you do all this stuff, you just press start. You can, of course, control this with smart things. This is the app, it's Wi-Fi. This is the QR code that you're scanning when you're adding this dishwasher, so you can basically control everything and see what's happening on your app, which is kind of crazy. Stainless steel, all of it, so there is no chance for leakage. This is plastic, this is plastic. Now some of the other dishwashers have the insulation wrapping all the way around here. This one doesn't. This one has got a double sort of like insulation right over here. This is the rubber and it goes on the outside. And then this is on the inside. So this is like an additional plasticky one, okay? And this is also on the inside. So you've got quite a lot of rubber things happening, so the water is not gonna spill out, okay? Now you have your racks here. This can be put down or put up, however you want. It kind of locks in place. I like this. This is kind of neat. And you put it in kind of like that, so then it washes those things. So that's kind of why this is here. These little buckets you can take out. Then there's a second rack. This one is mainly used for cups and little bowls, and there's a third one which is for like smaller knives and for things like that, right? So that's kind of cool. I actually do use this one quite often. Now you're gonna find that underneath here there's nothing at the top. This is located underneath here, right? So if you're gonna be putting pans and everything, you want to make sure that it doesn't hit that. It's pretty spacious on the inside. Over there is like a filter, and over here this is where you put your rinser. This is where you put your tablet or your dish soap, and that's basically it. It's nice and quiet. Like, this opens when the dishes are done, and will just kind of open automatically this much, which is kind of cool as well, right? And then it's got nice little BPs. Now, one thing that I don't like about this dishwasher is that the front door is very soft. So be careful, because you are going to get dents. We did get dents in the beginning, but then we got them out with a dent puller. But as you can see, it's got a nice gunmetal finish, and I really dig it. It's super quiet, like you do not know that it's on. I'm 100% happy with this purchase. It was definitely worth it, a little more money. And it's like very slim. The handle is kind of underneath here, right? Nothing to complain about. I love it. So thanks for watching.